Okay. Hi guys, welcome to our live charting for today, November 16, 2020. So let's start. Let's start with BTC first. So let me just delete all of this. For my long-term view, I will use the Renko chart, and then for short-term, I will use the candlestick. Let me just stop it. So anyway, for those who are watching my previous live video, I think you already know my long-term view on Bitcoin. Actually, I just started using Renko chart last September 2019. I mean 2020. Just this year. So this is my estimated target around the 28,600 area. As you can see, currently it's creating a possible bullish Renko chart and could possibly retest this one, 16,000, around 16,800 area. This one, close to 17,000. And yeah, breakout to that level could possibly retest this all-time high, close to 20,000. The immediate support I'm looking at is this dotted blue line here, which is the high of this confirmed bullish Renko chart, which is the 16,193. That's actually my alert here, 16,193. I just turned it off. So I will turn it on later after this stream. So that's the immediate support I'm currently looking at. And of course, worst case is for it to retest this previous support around the 13,400 area. So I think that this is it for now. Now let's move on. Well, actually, before that, before it ends, actually I'm expecting it to wait. This one first. Actually, I'm expecting it to break out this 16,800, a pullback, and possibly retest this all-time high. So let's see. And worst case is on the other side, could possibly retest this one. Oh, so let's see how it goes. Now let's move on to shorter time frame. This time I will use the candlestick. So actually almost similar with the candlestick, just a few adjustments. So let me, oh, this one, and so this one will be adjusted over here. So this is around 28,000 using the candlestick. Now let me just remove all that drawings because we will go to shorter time frame, which is the 3 hours. We'll just use this one. I'll just use the daily, and then let's move to 3 hours time frame. So as you can see, after the global dump, it is trending higher. So let's go to 3 hours time frame. Normally when I trade, I'm just using a candlestick or a Renko chart, whichever is applicable. Yeah, let me just use this. So go long at support and sell at resistance, or go short at resistance. As you can see, it's holding at this area. I think the last time is, last Saturday, I think my order was successfully done at 15,900. That's my order. However, it was done at 15,898.5. A while ago, I think I just my stop loss to around 16,200 something area. And then I have a remaining TP area at 16,500, 16,600, and the other one 16,800 area. So the 16,800, actually I used the Renko chart there. So currently it's holding at this area, so it might possibly retest this area, which is more or less the 16,600 level. So let's see, 1 hour and 40 minutes left before it closed. Let's look at the divergence indicator. It's actually a breakout, and the next possible resistance is to retest the 67.91. So possibly this area around the 16,600 level. So let's see. Actually, this is a doji. So this is a very critical area. So it depends how this current candle will close. Because else, I will use this one. Then, oh, this is the fib. Let's use this possible retracement area. But I think it seems like a bullish candle that could possibly retest this one. However, if it closes a bearish candle, it could possibly retest these areas, which is the 15,900 area, or the 0.236 fib retracement. Normally, I use the 0.236, 0.382, 0.618, and 0.786, and then just add 1. So let's see. So the immediate resistance here is this area. The 16,400 level. So let's see if it breaks that area. Oh, let me just, because this is the next possible target. The 16,600 to 16,800 area. So let's see. Anyway, wait, let me just look at the weekly candle. I mean the weekly time frame, because I failed to check on it last time. Oh, let me just delete that, remove it, because the weekly candle just closed. Anyway, there is a expiry of the time-based futures, which is this Friday, November 27. Oh, I mean next Friday. So normally when there is futures expiration, there is a increase or volatility, but that will happen next week. So as you can see, on the weekly time frame, it's still trending above this 16,200 area, because this is the open of this is 16,174. So as long as it holds at 16,200 level, I think there's a higher chance that it will retest this area. Actually, that's even the all-time high. However, worst case, using this one, possibly it will retest this area. If this will invalidate or reject this area. So I think it's a very critical week for BTC. But yeah, for me, normally when there is a dump, I pick up or I buy at during the dump, because I'm long-term bullish on Bitcoin. I'm just checking. I was checking the divergence indicator because it's already at 80.12. So it's actually at overbought territory already. So it could possibly pull back. However, if it continues, possibly this area, the 92.07 area. So let's see how it goes. On the weekly time frame, yeah, I'm looking at this area. But currently, I have a long position. Yeah, as I mentioned, I opened it at 15,000 15,900 area. So yeah, let's go back now to 3 hours time frame. So anyway, in trading, plan your trades, and yeah, of course, before entering a transaction, you should have a flexible plan because the outcome of it's all depends on the trader. This is 3 hours. Yeah, this is 3 hours. And of course, aside from your plans, always manage risk because it's the trader that will manage his own risk appetite or whatever is applicable to him or to you. Because for me, I'm actually using a very high leverage. Normally, it's a maximum leverage I'm using for BTC. Depends on the platform. Actually, this is a possible untested. This is actually an untested area. This area. What's this? So this or this. There is the here. This area. Oh, I think I'll just use this one. On a 3 hours time frame. Because actually I also have a long I posted a long position. I mean I posted an order at 14,800 just in case that this is a just in case it break down at these levels. So I'm expecting a possible dump if ever at this area. Because actually, as you can see, this is actually a possible triangle. Depends where it break out. So that's the worst case I'm looking at if ever. And yeah, of course, the next here is let's use this one. But if this is a confirmed breakout, oh, possible 17,000 area. Actually, if we measure this one, yeah, let's try it. Copy that and paste. On a positive note, oh, the point almost close to all-time high, possible all-time high if it break out at this area. But a breakdown, let's try So a breakdown. Yeah, because in trading there's always for three sides. So up, down, or just consolidate or trendless. So it's even lower than this 14,800 area. So possibly around 14,000. So let's see. Let's So please trade cautiously, because for me when I'm trading, I just use 1%, 1% of the amount as a margin. So like for example, if I have $1,000, this is just a hypothetical example. 1% of that, I'll use that as margin. Because other traders, or I also experienced before that I'm too much aggressive, and that aggressiveness leads me to liquidation. So yeah, so always manage risk. So I think that's it for today. So it depends where this could possibly break out, but using the divergence indicator, possibly it will trend even higher. So that's my bias. Possibly this the 16,600 area, which is the 0.236 fib, to 16,800, the 0.382. So let's see. A breakout to that level, the 0.382 could possibly retest the all-time high. So let's see. But I think after it um, after it retests or reach around close to 17,000, it will pull back a bit before it will trend higher and retest the all-time high. So let's see. So what's this? So just a message. So anyway, if you have some comments, questions, and feedback, just feel free to message me in this live chat. What's what do you mean age? Code. Hi, age of me, age. So anyway, when I'm trading, I just normally use the price action in my trades. So yeah, let's see. Actually, I'm more long-term bullish on Bitcoin, and for altcoins, I also have some altcoins. Oh, LTC is already at 70.53 area. So let's just check on this area, because I already TP'd it at 68 area. So if you have watched my previous videos, I have a long position, and I have different TPs at 65 area and at 68, and now currently trading at 70.84. The next possible resistance here is the around 80 area. So anyway, let's try to analyze it first on a long-term basis. So normally I analyze it on a long-term view, and then I go to the shorter time frames. So for a longer view, longer. um, I use Renko chart. I just actually use this Renko chart recently, which I started using it last September. So I'll just wait for a pullback and before I open another long position. Because as you can see, it's also in a triangle area and a long-term downtrend area. So once it breaks this triangle area, of course, I will be more bullish on Litecoin. But as of now, since it's still within this downtrend area, just neutral. So just trade it within this trend area. So anyway, let's as you can see, it's already break out the previous high of around 68, if I'm not mistaken, this one, which is around the 68.5. So that's where my previous I mean my TP area is, but it's already closed. So I'll just wait for a pullback before I enter another transaction. So this is the next resistance I'm looking at, the 85 area. So yeah, I think for me it's much simpler to use a Renko chart in analyzing trends. It's actually less noise and more understandable. So anyway, but due to the limitation, actually I have no subscription. So I can only use the daily time frame or the higher time frames, daily, weekly, and monthly. So for shorter time frames, I use the candlestick because of such limitations. So anyway, let's see. I hope it will retest this 65 area. So possibly, yeah, after this, I will try to push at 65 area. Oh, I will be expecting a pullback from here. Uh, so if ever I will enter long at this area, 670 area, I could still possibly gain around 22% if my TP got hit at 85 area. However, if I got stopped out at 65 area, I will possibly lose around 6.18%. So for LTC, I trade the LTC perpetual at 50 times leverage. So for this, yeah, still attractive in my own strategy because normally I enter a transaction if the risk reward ratio is at least 2. However, for this, I will wait for possibly a pullback around this 65 area. So I'll just post a long here at 65. So hopefully it will dump at that area. Anyway, so let's see. I think this is it. Because longer view, if it break out this area, this triangle area, we will measure possibly here. So actually, let's try if ever it break out. That's actually the breakout here around more than $100. So let's just try it. Excuse me. So that's a possible what's that? 500, I think. 500 area if it break out this long-term downtrend area. So let's see. So once it break out this downtrend area, my most of my trades will be more on long. I will do short if I'm scalping and monitoring really the market. Swing trades will just open more on a long position. So anyway, let's see. Because I also have, I'm not just trading, I also have work and some other stuff doing. So after it, if it ever it break out this um this 85 area, the next possible target is the 100 area, or more than 100 actually. It's 109. However, it depends where this Renko chart will try to retest this long-term resistance area. It's actually a very, not just a long, but long, strong resistance area. So let's see. So I hope they will dump it a bit so I can buy at 65 area. So normally when I'm trading, I normally do averaging. Average up or average down. And then I have a different TPs. Like for example, the one that I have opened at 15,900. As you can see, there's a lot of TPs. One at I adjusted the SL at 16,200 something, and then I have TPs at 16,500, 16,600, and the last one at 16,800 levels. So I think that's it for Litecoin. Anyway, let's look at this one. The RSI on a daily time frame, it's already at 61.31. So actually here, it's already at here. So if it break that level, possibly retest this next, which is close to 70. So let's see. Actually, I'm not much using indicators. I normally trade based on the price action. So anyway, let's look at the candlestick. But this time, we'll just use a shorter time frame, which is the 3 hours. So let's try to use it. This is actually the most common time frames I'm looking at, the 3 hours daily, weekly, monthly. Sometimes when I scalp, I use the 30 minutes. Oh, okay. It's clearly a breakout, so this is the next possible target. It's not even. That's even the 69 area, but I will wait at 65 area. So as you can see, the support using this candlestick is at 69, the previous high here. So the next possible target or the TP area is this one, the $80, and then here, the around 85. Actually, almost same with Renko chart. However, the Renko chart target is this one, the 85, as I've mentioned a while ago, using the Renko charts. So let's see. Anyway, let's try to. Can we try to do this? Wait, let me just try it. Oh. Just if I use this, that's actually a clear breakout. So I'll just really wait at this area. Hopefully it pull back a bit before it will retest the 80 area. So anyway, let's see how it goes for Litecoin. So yeah, I think that's it for today. However, so possibly here, if ever it break down this area, possibly back to around the 60 area. So let's see. So I'll just wait here at, yeah. So there is how many minutes left? Let's check. 47 minutes left before it closed, the 3 hours. Hmm. Seems like it will be a clear breakout. So I should have another TP at 80 area. Anyway, that's it. I already closed it. So yeah, I'll just wait for a pullback before making another transaction. So yeah. Let's just try to measure this one at this area, $280. If the trade is attractive area. So let's try it. So that's still a risk reward ratio of 5.73. Possibly I could still gain 13.85% if my TP got hit at 80 area. But if I got stopped out at 69, I would possibly lose around 2.42%. However, I'll just wait at 65, possibly at 65. So anyway, let's try to look at, is there any news? Oh, so that's why. So anyway, actually, most of my trades are BTC, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So wow. So congrats to all who have long position in Litecoin. So anyway, that's it. Let's just, if you have other questions, just feel free to ask. Anyway, let's look at what else. Maybe Ethereum. It is up by 2.63% or 60. Oh, really? Litecoin was up by 13.53%. So if I'm using leverage of 50 times. So anyway, let's try to look at um, ah maybe not if okay. Let's just try to look Ethereum, and then anyway, for those who are using leverage, always don't forget to take profit. Because sometimes we fail to take profits and the price pull back. So instead of profits, we might possibly even get liquidated, or yeah, that's the worst case, of course, if ever the price reverses. So always protect your capital and also protect the possible profits that you might possibly gain. So yeah, it's still the same long-term view. Ethereum is still within the long-term downtrend, and currently, I'll just use this parallel channel here. Oh, so the next possible resistance here, actually I'm more bullish on Ethereum. The trend is still a bullish trend using this Renko chart. So it could possibly retest this area, the 467.4, which is this blue dotted line here. Breakout to that level could possibly, of course, retest this long-term resistance area, which is more than 500 area. So it depends where the Renko chart will try to retest this, but yeah, more than 500 area. So let's see how it goes. Support, actually, we can use each Renko chart as support and resistance, but worst case, of course, it will retest possibly this area. And that's the worst case that it can go, or around the 373 area. And that's the worst case, but the immediate support is of course this area, the 440 area. So I think that's it for Ethereum. I think I still have the same analysis even using the candlestick. So normally I just analyze using charts, or yeah, and I trade based on price action. So I don't know. Maybe I was trained when I'm using a 1 minute candle, 1 minute time frame before. So there, really that's the scalp time frame I'm using at. But currently now, yeah, I think 30 minutes will do. So seems like, yeah, need to break out this area. So break out to that area could possibly, let's look at this, which is around the 500 level already. Actually, if this is even a confirmed triangle and it break out, oh, it's even close to, let's see. Anyway, majority of my trades are, yeah, cryptocurrencies actually. Because they're actually, because it's less fees, and aside from that, of course, if I settle it on the coins itself, possible to gains, not just like, for example, if I trade Ethereum and my profits are Ethereum, if Ethereum price will go up, I will also have another profits on the upside of the price. So there, because I don't settle it in USD. So possibly, yeah, close to even 700. So let's see, this is a very critical point at this area. So let's wait for breakout. So let's see, but of course, worst case, if it failed to break out, of course, this area, which is the around 366 area. That's the worst case it could get, or it will try to retest if ever. So let's see and try to just checking it. trending higher, and yeah, still have a possible upside. Using this divergence indicator. Normally, I just trade cryptocurrencies, commodities, and US indices. And yeah, of course, local Philippine stocks, which I just entered last March this year. For Forex, no, actually, I'm not trading Forex, but I do trade Forex before. So possibly trade within this, and I'm more bullish on it. Could possibly retest that hidden bearish area, which is the 70.98. So let's see. Anyway, I'm not making any financial advice, so please do your own analysis also before making a your own trades. So anyway, I think that's it. Euro, Euro ET, URN, UR Canadian dollar, trading forex. I will use this daily time frame first. Let me just look at the daily time frame first before the shorter time frame. So this is Euro Canadian dollar using FXCM. It is actually I'm more bearish on it and could possibly retest this area. Of course, this area first because this is also a strong support area on a conservative note. So let's me just this is the daily time frame anyway. And here it is. So I will use this one, the previous one, which is close to, oh, so possibly we'll try to retest the 1.53 area. So that's the immediate support I'm looking at, and the resistance at this area, the 1.55. So if I go short, that's the short. So that's actually risk reward ratio of 1.61. If it's the risk reward ratio is less than 2, actually I'm not trading it. But yeah, of course it depends on the trader himself. Because this one normally for, I think for forex, because for the other platform I'm using, forex leverage is at maximum of around 1000 times. So yeah, every pips really it's a very high risk. So I think that's it. I'm more bearish, and it could possibly retest the 1.53 area. Immediate resistance at 1.55 with a risk reward ratio of 1.61 if I go short. And if you look at the divergence indicator, it's actually failed to break this area or the resistance area, and it's now going down. Anyway, let's look at that's on the daily time frame. So now let's look on the 3 hours time frame. Because forex is a very volatile also. So if you are watching the market, yeah, you can actually also make a lot of profits, and at the same time can also will make a lot of losses if ever you fail to manage risk. So as you can see, it's trying to, from that dump, seems like it's trying to um, go up. So normally when I'm scalping, I'm actually putting a line over here, over the one that they have the same body at the top or or below, at the top of the body or below the body. So yeah, because that will be my um, stop loss area if ever I will trade this one. So there. Let me just delete that and this also. And also here. That is 30 minutes. Let's go to 30 minutes because I cannot see trend and I will wait for it to close if ever I'm scalping this one. So as you can see in a 30 minutes time frame, always look at normally I look at the wicks and the body. So here at 30 minutes time frame seems like already found a support at this area already. Here or around that area, which is wait, let me just use this one so that we can see the price of this. So that is 1.5465. So as you can see, it's trending higher. So yeah, I don't know how you trade, but yeah, normally I just trade like that. I put a what's this, horizontal ray on the below the body or at the top of the body of two candles, and that will be my possible stop loss area before I enter the transaction. And of course, I always measure the possible risk or the possible reward that I could get. And then, yeah, just like that. Possible risk reward at this rate if I go long at 2.3. So 0.33 possible reward or possible gains. But if I got stopped out at this 1.54614, I could possibly lose around 0.14%. Target area is at 1.55340. However, when I'm within the trend, I normally adjust my stop loss so that at least it will minimize, or I will take a gain or a small gain at stop loss or gain at TP. So that's really how I trade. It's actually like a trailing stop if the platform have no trailing stop, because different platforms have different kinds of stop loss. So there, I think that's it. Oh, status ban. So let me just look at so it's now at 16,367. It actually even went up to 16,400 a while ago. Oh, so Dow Jones is up while the rest Nasdaq is currently down. S&P also up. Yeah, currently I'm not trading the US indices. Wow, XMR. So what's the news with XMR? Why it's trending higher? Just a prediction. But actually, I also have a long position here at XMR. So normally, I'm just whatever will be my post in Bitcoin. Normally, it's the same for other alts. So I think that's it for today. If you have other questions, just feel free to ask. Else, I will end this live stream. Oh, what's that? What what's the other? What's this? Oh, no. So I think that's it, guys. So if you have other questions, just feel free to ask. Else, I will end this live stream and see you again tomorrow, same time. Wow, EUS is also back, and US oil. Yay. Actually, this gold, they dumped gold a while ago at 18 something. So there. So you can see it's a very long wick here because they dump it to as low as 1864. Um, Actually, I also have a long position here. Since I changed my stop loss, I got stop out at small gain and then I relong. So at least now it's going back. So yeah, with this TP at 1960 area. And yeah, same with this silver, I got stopped out at 24.75. My opening area is 24 point something, just very low. And then I also got stopped out at the gain, but the gain is much higher than the gold. And then I reopened at 23 point something also when they dump it also. When they normally gold and silver trades uh, almost the same. So when they dump gold, they will dump this silver. So I trade them together actually. Oh, anyway, it's already 16,401. So hopefully my next TP at 16.5 will hopefully hit my TP. So else I'll just change my stop loss or adjust it to a higher price. So let's see. So I think that's it, guys. See you again tomorrow, same time, 9:30 p.m. So happy trading, everyone. Thanks, guys.